Hey, good morning, everybody. So I wanted to tell you about a kind of an interesting experience that I had last night, and it made me think about how to get rid of negative thinking or a negative thought. And so last night, I don't even remember. It was kind of late at night. I was going upstairs, and I don't even remember what was stuck in my head. It was some kind of negative thought, and I was having a little bit of difficulty shaking it. And I honestly don't even remember what it was, or else I'd tell you. But it kind of, not remembering what it was is kind of actually my point. As I was walking up the stairs, I thought about something that I've learned in in my mindfulness practice and in my meditation, which is thoughts are very fleeting, and to the extent that I'm willing to allow them to be there without much resistance is to the extent that they move on quicker. So in other words, I had this negative thought. I remembered that concept, which is if I just let this thought be there without any resistance, it's likely going to pass quicker. And I actually think that by the time I was up to the top of the stairs, it was already gone. And I can't even remember what the negative thought was. So it's kind of it's sort of a principle of like our thoughts are very fleeting, and if we perseverate, I think that's the right word, on a particular negative thought, what happens is it kind of goes down our central nervous system and goes into our body, and that's when we feel anxiety. And once those chemicals are sort of in the body, it's really hard to shake. So it's better to kind of notice it when it's in our thoughts, let it be there, let it pass. So we're just kind of observing our thoughts all day as things come in, and it's my job to be like, oh, that thought I just had is complete BS or whatever, and to let it be there and let it pass before it goes into my body and turns into anxiety. Does that make sense? It was just a really good example. It was like by the time I got to the top of the stairs, I couldn't even remember what the negative thought was. Now, some thoughts are more potent than others, so sometimes I have to do more work. Sometimes it does go into my body, like the feeling. It goes down through the central nervous system, then I'm feeling anxiety. Then I still have to do the same thing, which is I need to then let it be there in my body and not go back to the thought and go back to how I feel like crap and add more negative thinking onto it, and then by the time I'm done with all that, I'm like a kind of like a basket case of anxiety and stress. So again, once it's in the body, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to mindfully observe that, let it be there, and know that even in the body, even though it's slower to clear, that it will eventually pass. And that's all I really have to say about that. It's just really interesting to me, and it does work. Why do I have to chase thoughts and feelings away in my life? I don't know. That's always been an issue for me. So this concept of letting something be there mindfully until it passes has really helped me a lot in terms of reducing negative thinking and stress and anxiety in my life. So, and the more I do that, the less of a sort of neural pathway pattern that I have, and a much calmer reaction to life. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed that. If you want to, if you're interested, I started a Facebook community group called Wellness Seekers Community. You can go to wellnessseekerscommunity.com. Join the group. We have about 15 people in there. We're having some good conversations about health and wellness. That's wellnessseekerscommunity.com. If you want to see my exact daily routine on how I maintain health and wellness in my life, you can get my free book. That link is down below, with the link to the Facebook group. It's called Steal My Daily Routine. Grab your copy and see you in the Facebook group. Bye-bye.